A new Batman Arkham game just dropped. What's up, everyone? Batman Arkham Shadow has officially been released. The controversial VR game has barely hit the market and is already receiving rave reviews. Even though it's VR and exclusive to the MetaQuest 3, is the story actually good enough to stand as another memorable Batman Arkham title? Or is it just another game riding the franchise's coattails without capturing the essence of the others? Stick around for the video, as this is a spoiler-filled review where we'll decide if this game is worth your time. Welcome to Comic Chronicles. Ever since Batman Arkham Shadow was announced, the news has been a roller coaster of emotions for fans of the franchise. For us Batman Arkham fans, hearing about a new game is fantastic, but the VR aspect has been a real buzzkill for many. While it's awesome that the franchise is getting more games, folks want accessible games where they can grab a controller and take control of Batman in Gotham. Regardless, my friends, I don't have a MetaQuest 3, but I watched the gameplay, and I can tell you right off the bat, Batman Arkham Shadow has an incredible story. It's as engaging as the previous games in the franchise, and now we're going to go over everything: gameplay, story, graphics, and more. So, smash that Arkham like on the video and hit subscribe to our channel, it really helps us grow on YouTube. I appreciate you. Let's jump into the video. I want to kick off this video by saying that this game has a unique twist compared to the other Batman Arkham titles, and it's something I've seen a lot of people complain about, the fact that all the other games take place over just one night. While every game offers fantastic challenges and memorable boss battles, even though the story in each game takes a decent amount of time to finish, they all unfold over a single night, which can slightly diminish the narrative. In Marvel's Spider-Man, the stories play out over several days, adding to the immersion and the gravity of the dramas involved. However, Arkham Shadow has corrected that its story takes place over several days. Another cool detail is that during daytime, you control Matches Malone, who, for those not in the know, is Bruce's disguise to get closer to criminals without getting caught and investigate more closely. At night, you play as Batman. I love this, it's reminiscent of Spider-Man, where you often play as Peter Parker or Miles Morales. Batman Arkham Shadow makes connections with all the other games in the franchise, showcasing that the creative team did their homework to tie the story together seamlessly within this universe, even diving deeper into characters that weren't well explored in previous games. Two-Face has been significantly downplayed in past games. He turned into just another bank robber in Arkham Knight, and considering he's one of Batman's biggest villains, that was super frustrating and one of the major missteps in previous titles. But that changes here. I'll elaborate on him more when we dive into the story spoilers. Something else I enjoyed in this game is that you collect memories at certain points on the maps, which connect with what you've played in Batman Arkham Origins. That's pretty cool. There are items you collect on the maps, and although they're not classic Riddler challenges, they're still a nice touch. There's also a leveling system in the game that resembles the one in Batman Arkham Asylum, and like the other games, you unlock new attacks and gadgets for Batman. Now, speaking about gameplay, from a viewer's perspective rather than someone who played it, I think it looks really solid. They managed to keep the essence of the Arkham franchise games, unlike Suicide Squad, which went off in a different direction entirely. Even though Arkham Shadow has a different gameplay style, it still gives you the feeling of being Batman. You can use the cape, engage in the free-flow combat that, while not exactly the same, is a blast. You can activate detective mode in the cowl, pull the batarang from your chest, throw it, and have it returned to you. As the story progresses, you'll unlock other gadgets, and the Predator mode is pretty interesting, so it looks like a lot of fun. Just watching it makes me want to get a MetaQuest 3 to play the game. But, of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, the graphics aren't top-notch, they feel a bit dated. However, since it's focused on virtual reality immersion, that kind of takes a back seat here. Now, talking about the story with spoilers, the plot throws you right into Gotham under attack by followers of the Rat King, dubbed the Rats, during the July 4th holiday. The first chapter not only introduces Batman and teaches you how to control the Caped Crusader, but it also has you navigating Bowery to reach Jim Gordon, who has activated the Bat Signal. In addition to Commissioner Gordon, you also interact with Harvey Dent early on, and the game includes Leslie Tompkins to discuss Bruce's actions in town. One thing worth noting is that this game feels more like Batman Arkham Asylum than the other games. Arkham Asylum is somewhat of a Metroidvania where you have a map and need to go back and forth to complete tasks and advance the story. Batman Arkham Shadow focuses on that. Essentially, it's not an open world. You traverse parts of Gotham, specifically Bowery and Blackgate, where Batman, disguised as Matches Malone, gets himself arrested to enter Blackgate for investigation. The Joker appears in this game and stays in the cell next to Matches Malone. You can also catch a glimpse of the ventriloquist, slowly transitioning into the villain we know, carrying Scarface in his hand. Although the trailers and the story present Rat King as the main villain driving the narrative, this tale is really about the origin story of Two-Face, and everything leading up to that climax is executed remarkably. It's a great Two-Face story. As the days go by, between nights, the story reveals several flashbacks of Harvey Dent's past, highlighting that he and Bruce were childhood friends, as well as the abuse he suffered from his father. This story adapts famous elements from the Long Halloween for Two-Face creation in the Arkhamverse, but also borrows from another origin explored in the comics in Batman Annual No. 14, a story titled The Eye of the Beholder. Arkham Shadow does a fantastic job addressing duality, not just in Two-Face origin, but in various double paths that even tie into Scarecrow, Harley Quinn, and other themes. The narrative pushes the characters to their limits of rage. The story connects Harvey Dent's past and the emergence of Two-Face with Batman's own origin. This intertwining of origins includes Joe Chill. The creative team has woven the storytelling together exceptionally well within this Arkham universe. It's a fantastic story, truly worthy of being part of the Arkham series, unlike Suicide Squad. Without a doubt, if Arkham Shadow had gameplay more akin to the style of the other series games, everyone would be buzzing about how grand the game is, given that the story is so strong. Unfortunately, we have a game made exclusively for the Meta Quest 3, limiting access for many potential players. The only way for those without a Meta Quest 3 to experience the entire game is by watching gameplay on YouTube. I recommend checking out the Batman Arkham Videos channel. It's doing an amazing job with gameplay content. Trust me, the story is worth it. It's not the same as playing, but for most people, and I include myself in this, unfortunately, that's the only way to get to know the full story of the game. To explore more about the Batman Arkham universe, I'll leave some solid recommendations for Batman Arkham comics and even other games in the video description, in case you don't have physical copies of any of them. Utilizing our affiliate links to buy anything from Amazon helps our channel without costing you a dime. Thanks for all your support. Now I want to know your opinion. Are you one of the few people who has the Meta Quest and managed to play the game? Are you planning to buy it, or will you just watch the gameplay on YouTube? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit the like button on the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so that when another Batman Arkham video drops, you'll be among the first to catch it. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and see you next time.